Hello, everyone, and good evening to you all. My name is Felton Parker. Today is Monday, July 21st, 2025. As always, each day is a wonderful day to be blessed by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. I sincerely hope you folks enjoyed your weekend, and I sincerely hope you folks had a truly blessed and wonderful Monday. What I have for you guys in tonight's video is the list of all the National Day holidays from my National Day calendar segment. That includes my featured National Day holiday. Also tonight, right after my National Day calendar segment, I'll have my famous birthday segment for you all, where it features our famous people who were born on this day. And also tonight in my weather segment, I will let you all know exactly what we're expecting for tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the remainder of this week, the upcoming weekend, and on to the start of next week. So without further ado, let's get things started here on this Monday night as we start fresh another new week, and also as we conclude this day. Well, I should say, as we conclude this day, and also as we start fresh another new week. We are now into the latter portion of July. So just looking on the calendar, in just a few short weeks from now, me and the school districts, in just a few short weeks from now, summer vacation be winding down. It'll almost be time for the kids to go back to school. Are you ready for your kids to get back to school? What do you think? Well, I'm gonna go on to my featured National Day calendar segment here. This is something here on this Monday night. And of course, today was National Junk Food Day. So, you know me. You guys know me. I probably eat more junk food than eat anything else. I mentioned at 41 years, I'm still practically an unhealthy eater. We all have our cheat days and eat unhealthy. We enjoy, and these are the foods that we tend to enjoy. We eat the most. Today, of course, was National Junk Food Day. Today dedicates a giant menu of items to National Junk Food Day. This day permits us to chow down on the foods we usually don't include in our daily diet. Hashtag National Junk Food Day. Junk foods by definition typically contain high fat, sugar, salt, and calories, and very little nutritional value. With the advent of packaged foods during the late 1800s, junk food made its way into American life. Still, home-cooked meals remained the standard for several more decades. Eventually, after World War II, the artery clogging industry took off. Since the population ate out more, traveled more, the industry was primed to produce products at an increased rate. From the frozen food aisle to fast food chains, a myriad of choices for consumers flooded the market. Potato chips, baked goods, and so much more filled supermarket shelves, prepackaged and ready to go. By the 1970s, junk foods earned a name, and a bad one too. Michael Jacobson, a microbiologist, is credited with coining the phrase. He also set out to curb our appetite for the high sugar, high salt, high preservative foods Americans consume at an alarming rate. While deep-fried, fat-laced foods increase our waistlines, cholesterol, and blood sugar numbers, and occasional indulgence should impact the healthy, diverse diet and lifestyle. Also, producers make healthy versions of our favorite junk foods to entice us to enjoy it a little. Even fat little or fewer calorie foods sometimes can seem unhealthy. It depends on what you eat, but so here's how to observe. Snack a little, chat on your favorite chip, dip, or treat. In fact, treat the family or workplace to a beverage or takeout. Post on social media using hashtag National Junk Food Day. You can also celebrate by taking a walk or doing some yard work to burn up those extra calories. You know, to where you can feel the burn. Like, I'm gonna name this is typically what many of us tend to eat, and some people say that we're really not supposed to eat these type of foods, like hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza, fried chicken, like hamburgers, hot dogs, pizza, fried chicken, chicken tenders, or chicken nuggets, or popcorn, cupcakes, cookies, potato chips, French fries, candy, donuts, brownies, any of those foods out there. Popcorn. That ain't popcorn. Any of these foods that contain high in fat, like grabbing like fast food, like fast food places like Wendy's or McDonald's or Sonic or any of these type of foods. Fast food is also considered junk food. Like because especially me, and also we're drinking too many sodas. Like if I drink a soda, I have to drink a soda with zero sugar. Like Coca-Cola Zero Sugar is my go-to. Literally, Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, simply known as Coke Zero, is my go-to soft drink. And of course, I cannot go a day without eating gummy bears. I'm a huge gummy bear lover. I love my Albanese. I love my gummy bears, but I start to eat little healthier snacks. Like pineapples or gelatin snacks, or simply just drink water behind and eat the more healthier stuff. So I tend to eat a little more healthier at nights, and tentatively, me. The story about me is every single week, I go to Crumble and get myself a cookie, or sometimes I may have a little dessert or maybe a cake or something that I tend to enjoy. The flavor I like the most is whatever's calling my name is. I'm gonna get it. Like last week, I had me about 3 Crumble cookies. I had me 2 blueberry muffin cookies and 1 churro cookie from Crumble last week. Now that's my go-to like every single week, because I put aside my cheat days Friday and Saturday, because that's like close to the weekend, and I just cannot. I try to avoid eating like unhealthy things on weekdays, but I just seem to cannot curb that. It's just hard for me to curb the habit. Like Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, simply known as Coke Zero. That's my go-to soft drink. Or even sometimes I may just take a regular Coke. That's if I just cannot resist the taste. When it comes to fast food places, I'm a sucker for Chick-fil-A. I do like their chicken tenders and their chicken nuggets and their waffle fries. Do not get me wrong, people. But I tend to eat healthier, but that's just my thing when it comes to junk food. With potato chips, I do love Ruffles. I do love Simply Ruffles Ridges. That's my go-to potato chip. Tentatively, but I have eliminated in general eating candy bars for the most. But that's my go-to story when it comes to when it's come to junk food. So that's what it's about. Junk food. Just don't waste your entire life eating, because we tend to enjoy. Like when I go to the movie theater, I get popcorn, but to curb that flavor, I get extra butter, because no place else has fresh and refreshing popcorn. Because the reason why movie theater popcorn tastes better to me, because if you buy it in the store and you pop it yourself in the microwave, it will not taste as fresh. Also, popcorn popped right at the movie theater will taste a lot fresher to me. I got to have my popcorn with lots of butter, extra butter. Whenever I go to the movie theater, so that's just my take when it comes to junk food. Here are the other national listings of the National Day holidays. Today also was National Get Out of the Doghouse Day, National Be Someone Day, and also today was National Lamington Day. And here are famous people who have celebrated their birthdays earlier. Famous birthdays. There's famous people who celebrated their birthdays earlier today on this day. Today, world music singer Romeo Santos turns 44. Pop singer Maddie Lindman turns 27. Stage actress Jasmine Cephas Jones turns 36. Movie actor Rory Culkin turns 36. Movie actor Josh Hartnett turns 47. Soul singer Paloma Faith turns 44. TV actress Jessica Barden turns 33. Rapper Kevin Burgess turns 37. TV actress Diane Guerrero turns 39. Rapper King Roscoe turns 22. Baseball player Taylor Williams turns 34. TV actor John Lovitz turns 68. Movie actor Jamie Waylett turns 36. Comedian George Wallace turns 73. Pop singer Jeff Fatt turns 72. TV actress Vanessa Lingis turns 40. TV actress Betty Gilpin turns 39. Movie actor Justin Bartha turns 47. And in remembrance today, movie actor Robin Williams. Today, movie actor Robin Williams would have turned 71. I'm sorry. Today, movie actor Robin Williams would have turned 74. Also, movie actor Edward Herrmann would have turned 82. Also, TV actor Don Knotts would have turned 101 on this day. So those are some of our famous people who have celebrated their birthdays earlier today on this day, Monday, July 21st. And now earlier today, before I get to you what I need to talk to you guys about a very famous television actor, a very famous TV actor, and of course you all may yes, he was an actor of a popular hit NBC sitcom. For those of you that grew up in the 1980s and early 1990s know, he was considered a famous actor of The Cosby Show, and he later played Malcolm and Eddie. Today we are deeply saddened to hear about the passing of actor Malcolm Jamal Warner. I'm sure you have. I'm gonna here. Earlier today we get to learn about the actor Malcolm Jamal Warner. Malcolm Jamal Warner was an American actor, musician, and poet. Malcolm Jamal Warner was an American actor, musician, and poet. He rose to prominence for his role as Theodore Huxtable on the NBC sitcom The Cosby Show, which earned him a nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series at the 38th Primetime Emmy Awards. He was also known for his roles as Malcolm McGee on the sitcom Malcolm and Eddie, Dr. Alex Reed in the sitcom Read Between the Lines, and Dr. A.J. Austin in the medical drama The Resident. In 2015, Warner received a Grammy Award for the Best Traditional R&B Performance for the song Jesus Children, alongside Robert Glasper Experiment and Lala Hathaway. Warner was born in Jersey City, New Jersey on August 18, 1970. He was named after Malcolm X and jazz pianist Ahmad Jamal. He was raised in Los Angeles from age 5. At the age of 9, he demonstrated an interest in show business that led him to enrollment in acting schools. His career as a child performer later led him to graduate high school from the Professional Children's School in New York City, New York. So, of course, you all recognize him, as I just mentioned, as Theodore Huxtable, the only male Huxtable child of the Huxtable clan, from The Cosby Show. He was such a very funny character. I would sit up during when I was in my late teens and early 20s, I would repeatedly sit up and watch syndicated reruns of The Cosby Show, which aired mostly weekday afternoons on TBS and WGN, and later on in the evenings on Nick at Night and TV Land. Basically, I would sit up and watch syndicated reruns. That's how I got I was just a young child. I was such a little boy when The Cosby Show aired during the NBC original first runs. But I mostly remember watching the syndicated reruns when it would air, when it was nationally syndicated on. And later they showed reruns of The Cosby Show on Centric. Or was that before then? I think it was BETJ or something like that. Because they also used to show archived episodes of Soul Train. Malcolm Jamal Warner had a relationship with actress Michelle Thomas, Malcolm Jamal Warner had a relationship with actress Michelle Thomas, who portrayed his girlfriend Justine Phillips on The Cosby Show until 1994. He was at her bedside when she died in 1998. He was in a relationship with actress Karen Molina White for 7.5 years. Warner also dated actress Regina King from 2011 to March of 2013. He later married and had a daughter. Warner chose not to disclose his wife's or their child's names publicly during privacy concerns. On Sunday, July 20th, 2025, Malcolm Jamal Warner died while vacationing in Costa Rica at the age of 54. He was swimming at Playa Cocles in Limon Province when he was caught in a high current and drowned. He was pulled from the ocean by bystanders, according to authorities in Costa Rica. Local authorities confirmed the official cause of death as asphyxia by submersion due to drowning. Following the announcement of Warner's death, several public figures, including Bill Cosby and Morris Chestnut, publicly expressed condolences. Cosby said that receiving the news of Warner's death reminded him of the same call he reviewed when his son Ennis died. Chestnut described Warner as a kind and genuine person, both on and off screen. So Malcolm Jamal Warner, he will be remembered. So again, he died. He was active from 1982 until his death in July of 2020. His death in July of 2025. So Malcolm Jamal Warner he will be dearly loved and missed by many. He will be dearly missed by many of his friends, his family, his friends, and colleagues. He was 54 years old, just less than a month shy of his 55th birthday, which would have occurred. He was 28 days shy of what would have been his 55th birthday on August 18th. So he was just only 28 days shy of his 55th. So he passed away just less than a month shy of his 55th birthday. 28 so as of today, it would have been 28 days shy of his 55th birthday. So again, Malcolm Jamal Warner was 54 years old. I just thought I'd bring that to y'all's attention, since it was all over social media. Of course, you've heard about him in watching the local and national news reports. Of course, you've heard about him. Of course, you heard about Malcolm, about the Cosby Show, about the Cosby Show actor, all over social media. I mean, I could not help but hit that like button when I saw the post on Instagram and formerly Twitter, and also Facebook. So, my next thing is, of course, the weather, and of course, we're going to be dealing with excessive heat over the next several days. And of course, we're going to be experiencing some of the hottest temperatures we've seen so far this year. So if you're not a fan of the heat, then I don't know what to tell you, because it's likely that we could see that some of the hottest temperatures we've seen so far this year. And of course, The National Weather Service did extend the heat advisory for until at least tomorrow evening. So the heat advisory continues. It is not going anywhere anytime soon. A heat advisory is now in effect through 8 p.m. Tuesday for all of North Louisiana, Southwest Arkansas, Southeast Oklahoma, and extreme East Texas. The very hot temperatures, when combined with the humidity, will result in heat indices of 105 to 109 degrees over the advisory area. Please use caution if outdoors by drinking plenty of water and taking frequent breaks. So the heat advisory has been extended to 8 p.m. Tuesday. That's 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. So high temperatures are forecast to reach the mid to upper 90s to lower 100s, with the heat index at the feels like temperatures between 105 to 109 and possibly higher. So heat advisory is in effect for Southeast Oklahoma, Southwest Arkansas, Northern Louisiana, and most of Northeast Texas. So here are the tips that you should follow. Stay hydrated. Limit strenuous time outdoors in the afternoon. If you have AC, use it. Fans may not be adequate since it absorbs more heat. And wear lightweight, light color clothing. So we have a moderate heat risk, and with the excessive heat warning, and further to our east is where we have the excessive heat warning. So here's what's on the way within the next 24 hours. High humidity will maintain the cumulative impact of heat overnight into tomorrow as dangerous heat returns. Temperature maximums will range in the mid-90s to lower 100s, while southwesterly winds remain near 5 miles per hour by the afternoon with sunny skies. So elevated humidity will maintain cumulative heat stress overnight. And dangerous heat will return tomorrow as high temperatures warm to the upper 90s, close to hitting the century mark. And your averages and records for this day for Monday, July 21st. Normal high is 95, normal low is 74. 106 is the record. 106 is the record high set on this day back in 2018. 64 is the record low set on this day back in 2014. And of course, Southeast Oklahoma and much of East Texas, and mainly through most of South and Southwest Arkansas, and much of our entire region is under a heat advisory, but in portions of eastern Arkansas, eastern Louisiana, and western Mississippi are under an extreme heat warning. Elsewhere, heat advisory. So you know how dangerously hot it is. So please take it easy if you have to be outside. And of course, we're not picking up any rain outside. So we're not seeing any rain here on this Monday night. It is totally dry. But you will find a cluster of storms in portions of south central Kansas, and also a few clusters of showers along portions of northern Kentucky, southern, southeastern Indiana, and also portions of southeastern Tennessee, and portions of northeast Alabama and northwest Georgia. Elsewhere, it's just totally dry. That's the only thing. That's all you're gonna find. So again, the heat advisory remains in effect until So again, it turned out to be a rather hot and dry day with sunshine along with a few clouds. And of course, we've had a rather hot and dry start to the week with sunshine with a few clouds, but the feels like temperatures rising above 105. It got up to one, but the actual high temperature earlier today in Shreveport was 97 degrees. So that's just a couple degrees from. So, but it's gonna be getting even hotter than you think. So we have some dangerous heat on the way. So again, we've had to experience a mix of sunshine and clouds. Heat indices. The feels like temperatures well over 100. So they felt like 107 at some point. So that's why the heat advisory is being extended. Temperature outside here on this Monday night is 84 degrees with clear skies. Humidity is 70%, dew point is 73 degrees. We have a south wind at 6 miles per hour. It feels like temperature 9 degrees. It still feels awfully warm outside, even on this Monday night. Barometric pressure at 29.97 inches of mercury, and visibility is at 10 miles. So, quite warm and muggy and humid. So, again, the heat advisory has been extended until 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. So, if you're planning on spending any time outdoors, I would say if you have to do outdoor chores, I would consider doing those either early in the morning before during sunrise, or later in the evening during and after sunset. Your more preferable time will be early in the morning, like very early in the morning, because if you have to be outside, just remember to take frequent breaks and drink lots of water to keep yourself cool and hydrated, or find a cooling center, because the heat is going to be getting so intense in here in the coming days. So again, the heat advisory remains in effect until 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. So this is the until up to 100 entire 4-state region, including South Central, Southwest Arkansas, North and Central Louisiana, Southeast Oklahoma, East Texas until 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. Hot temperatures and high humidity may cause heat illnesses. So please remember the dangers of dehydration and heat stroke. So here's what to do for the preparedness actions. So drink plenty of fluid, stay in air-conditioned rooms, stay out of the sun, and check up on relatives and neighbors. Take extra precaution when outside. Wear lightweight and loose-fitting clothing. Try to limit strenuous activities to early morning or evening. Take action when you see symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. To reduce risk during outdoor work, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration recommends scheduling frequent rest breaks in shaded or air-conditioned environments. Anyone overcome by heat should move to a cool and shaded location. Heat stroking is an emergency. Call 911. This is for the precaution. So we all need to take it easy. If you're gonna be spending out, if you're gonna be out and about in the heat, if you're gonna be out and about in the sun anytime soon. So this is like our first true heat dome of the summer so far, and doesn't look like that we haven't even, at least for the next few days. So like today, the next few days are going to be considered hot, and dry. Now I will let you guys know when we see temperatures get back to when temperatures might get back to more typical. I'll let you guys know when temperatures finally get back to more reasonable levels for the summer, and also I'll let you guys know when we start to get rain chances back in. So we're starting off. So we start this week off on a hot and dry note, and it's only going to get hotter. So far, we have yet to reach 100 degrees here in Shreveport, and it's a possibility that could change tomorrow or sometime this week. So sometime before the end of this week, I'll let you guys know at some point before the end of this week, we will likely see the hottest temperatures of the entire summer so far. So the hottest week of the summer our hottest week of the summer is here. So tonight with clear skies, remember we have the heat advisory in effect until 8 p.m. tomorrow evening. 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So tonight with clear skies, we should bottom out at 77 degrees with the southwest wind 6 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. Tomorrow, going to your Tuesday, it will be hot with sunshine. Remember the dangers of dehydration and heat stroke if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. As we top of that 100, with the feels like temperature of 110. So that would be the first of triple digits that we get to experience this year. So far, we have yet to climb to the century mark, and tomorrow could be our first occurrence. Feels like temperature 110. That's excessive heat warning criteria. We have a south-southwest wind at 7 miles per hour, and no rain is expected. And of course, expect the skies to remain clear overnight with temperatures bottoming out mostly in the upper 70s. So we'll start out tomorrow morning At 6 a.m. with clear skies, we should be at 77 degrees. 9 a.m. tomorrow with sunshine, we should be at 84 degrees. Noon tomorrow with sunshine, we should be at 93 degrees. Feels like temperature 108. 3 p.m. tomorrow afternoon with sunshine, we should be at 97 degrees. Feels like temperature 109. 6 p.m. tomorrow evening with sunshine, we should be at 98 degrees. Feels like temperature 102. 9 p.m. tomorrow night, we should be at 90 degrees with clear skies. But the feels like temperature of 95. So it's gonna be quite another hot and dry day for us. It's just much like what we've experienced today. Mainly hot and dry. Not only for tomorrow, I'll let you guys know how long this hot and dry pattern is going to last, and also I'm about to let you guys know when our next chance could return. So with clear skies overnight, after low temperature night, 77 degrees with clear skies. Another warm start today. Tomorrow, going to your Tuesday, will be hot with sunshine. Remember the dangers of dehydration and heat stroke if you can be outside for an extended period of time. High of 100, low of 77, feels like temperature 110. We have a south-southwest wind 7 miles per hour and no rain is expected. Wednesday, another hot day, will be another hot day for us with plenty of sunshine. Again, remember the dangers of the dehydration and heat stroke if you be outside for an extended period of time. High of 100, low of 75, feels like temperature 112. We have a west-southwest wind 6 miles per hour and no rain is expected. Also going to your Thursday, similar conditions. It will be hot with partly cloudy skies. Again, remember the dangers of dehydration and heat stroke if you can be outside for an extended period of time. High of 101, low of 78, feels like temperature 112. Winds will be from the northeast at 6 miles per hour and no rain is expected. Friday, similar conditions. It will be hot with mostly sunny skies. Remember to use caution if you can be outside for an extended period of time. High of 100, low of 79, feels like temperature 113. We have an east wind at 7 miles per hour, chance of rain 10%. Saturday, it will be partly cloudy and humid. High of 96, low of 79, feels like temperature 111. We have a south-southeast wind at 7 miles per hour, no rain is expected. Sunday, we may see somewhat some relief, return to more typical summer levels for Sunday. It will be mostly cloudy and very warm with a couple showers and thunderstorms possible. High of 96, low of 77, feels like temperature 108. We have a south-southwest wind at 7 miles per hour, chance of rain 30%. As we go into the start of next week, it will be partly cloudy and humid with a few showers, mainly in the afternoon. High of 96, low of 79, feels like temperature 115. We have a south-southeast wind at 6 miles per hour, chance of rain 30%. Looks like the remainder of next week we would have highs in the upper 90s, close to 100. No rain expected Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Maybe by Thursday of next week, another rain chance could return. Again, we should be in the triple digits for actual daytime highs. The first of 4 occurrences this year, tomorrow, which is Tuesday through Friday. Then we ease back to the upper 90s, more typical summertime temperatures for the upcoming weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and also to the start of next week. Mainly no rain expected all the way through at least Saturday. It might nice for that 10% chance for Saturday and for Friday. And then rain chance to turn 30% for both Sunday and Monday. Well, that would be all that I have for you guys here on this Monday night. Once again, my name is Felton Parker. I'm officially signing off here. You guys have a good night. Sleep peacefully. Take care of yourselves and each other. Most of all, remain blessed and stay safe. Thank you.